Hi, this is Kerry Artek with Wicked Stocks bringing you the Daily SPY Report for Thursday, October 21st, 2021. Before I jump to the charts, please, a reminder to click like if you like what you see in this video and or subscribe. If you haven't subscribed to the channel yet, doing so will provide you a notification by YouTube each and every time a daily SPY report has been uploaded for your viewing, which is usually by 4 or 5 o'clock p.m. Chicago Central Standard Time each and every trading day for the following trading day. Let's jump to the charts, backtrack just a little bit as usual, show you the buy signal from a week ago today actually, above a 2/3 speed line and descending channel top that today is at 439.08 to 439.92, anticipating still that 467.91 long-term rising trend line over the next 3 to 5 weeks or sooner. And excuse me, that is a trend line that actually contained the September highs. So that remains the objective. We can zoom in here just a little bit to make things a little clearer. And then, of course, on Monday, we had a secondary buy signal above the extreme channel top today at 445.55. Having settled above 445.55 on Monday, then elicited a 3 to 5 day target at the 454.05 all-time high from early September. So that still remains in play. And then, of course, along the way, we settled Tuesday, actually opened and closed Tuesday above that 449.68 rising channel top. And that's rising every day. It represents decent day support today that can contain session weakness, and above which 454.05 is likely by Friday's close. So we sort of narrow in these time frames short term over the next day or two, holding above 449.68 will keep 454.05 in reach. Let's take a look at the support and resistance levels, and you can see that 449.68 channel top here represented as a level that can contain daily lows, above which 454.05 expected by Friday's close. And today, 451.53 is an intraday containment level. Now, we did close above that point, so it offers initial intraday support, possibly day support. But in any event, holding above 451.53 will keep 454.05 in reach today. And that is a level, 454.05. It is the high. You know, the S&P and all the equity indexes as far as I'm concerned, but these ETFs, I'm going to show you, by the way, later in this video, the diamonds or the DIA or the the Dow Jones Spider ETF, because it has what may offer, how should I say, a clear secondary buy signal, at least an indication for continued bullish trade as we move into November as far as the DIA is concerned, and that will obviously have some sort of correlation with the S&P or the SPY as we call it. So, 454.05, able to contain weekly buying pressures, possibly through next week. We could, yes, double top at 454.05, and following that test, the market could fall back to that 439.07 to 439.92 meaningful support area within a week or two of testing 454.05. So that is a clear possibility. And that's why I say 3 to 5 weeks for 467.91. We are 1 week into a 3 to 5 week buy signal. So, we could, by the end of next week, after having tested 454.05, fall back into the upper 430s. I'm not anticipating it. I'll give you those signals in a moment. But, there's every reason to consider the possibility that we could close above 454.05 by the end of this week. And if today would then likely yield that targeted 467.91 trend line within just another week or two, given the breadth of the market and the volatility, that could certainly play out over the next week or two, where we could actually test 467.91, that objective, able to contain buying through November. And it's also a meaningful upside continuation point into the first quarter. Getting back to our support and resistance, if we were to, close back below 449.68, that formation here, that short-term channel top, if we close back below it, then I think by Friday's close, we can quite easily, maybe even tomorrow, test the 445.55 formation, which can contain selling into early next week. once tested, we could rally back to the 454.05 highs again within 3 to 5 days. That is sort of our 3 to 5 day sort of time frame. Support at 445.55 and resistance at 454.05. I don't anticipate seeing a test of that 439.07 to 92 region unless we close below 445.55 in the coming days. And then it's, I mentioned a 3 to 5 day target yesterday. That probably would be more like 1 to 3 days. If we close below 445.55, the 439.07 to 39.92 region, then a 1 to 3 day target where, once again, as I said earlier, we could bottom out through November trade. It's also a meaningful downside continuation point into November. If we were to close below that 439.07 speed line in the coming days, which is not likely, but if so, then this market has indicated a good October high, probably good through November, after having almost tested 454.05, kind of in the vicinity of a double top. Closing back below 439.07, I think, should send this market south over the following 2 to 3 weeks or so to the 416.11 long-term support level. Let's take a look at the diamonds. I mentioned that. I think there's some relevance here. You've got a weekly chart. Now, bear in mind, this is a weekly chart, so the numbers I'm going to give you are good for the entire week itself. And there's a very well-defined channel bottom that was tested a few weeks ago that this week is 340.78. And with regard to channel dynamics, once you test a channel bottom, you need to consider the possibility and even likelihood that this market can rally up to the channel top, which is presently at 387.06. So there is a case to be made that the diamonds, the DIA, may well follow through. I don't know, by the end of the year. That may be a bit of a stretch. There's about 2.5 months left, but it is certainly possible that we may actually continue all the way up to 387.06. There's no clear indication of that. And in fact, yesterday, Wednesday, October 20th, the DIA, the diamonds, almost tested the August all-time high of 356.65. We got to 356.58 and backed off a bit into the close. And you can see here, structurally, there is a mostly horizontal but slightly ascending channel top at 358.89 this week. Remember, this is a weekly chart. And so we could easily push through 356.65, tag 358.89, and then back off into next week. And we'll see where the SPY is in relation to that. There is a scenario, because we haven't retested that 454.05 high just yet, where we could test 454.05. The diamond could test 358.89, and both may back off then into November trade. That's a real possibility. But as I say, with regard to the SPY, closing above 454.05 does lend secondary strength to this market through next week. 467.91 anticipated then within just another week or two. And with regard to the DIA, if we close the week Friday above 358.89, we have ourselves a clear buy signal, I'm going to say through November, because I think it'll take every bit of 3 to 5 weeks, possibly into later December, before reaching what would then be a targeted 387.06 channel top, which by that point in time can contain quarterly buying pressures. I may keep an eye on the DIA. Let me know if it's something that you watch or you trade. Let me know about the triple Qs. I may add weekly at least, and possibly daily reports for both the DIA and the triple Q. I'll leave you with support and resistance numbers for the day. Please click like if you like the video and subscribe to the channel. You'll be notified each and every time one of these reports is put out on a daily basis. And that's all I've got for Thursday, October 21st. You have a great evening, and we'll talk tomorrow.